When most founders look at Discord, you probably just see a popular chat application, a place for gamers to hang out, right? But if we actually peel back the layers of their platform architecture, what the data reveals is something entirely different. It's a massive, complex digital nation-state. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating dynamic that every single software developer and entrepreneur needs to understand. We're looking at how a platform successfully balances unbridled, chaotic creative freedom with a ruthless, data-driven safety infrastructure. Honestly, it is an absolute masterclass in ecosystem survival. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the Discord ecosystem, move into empowering the developers, and then growth and monetization. After that, we'll pivot to the safety infrastructure, transparency and moderation, and finally wrap up with balancing freedom and rules. Part 1, the Discord ecosystem, more than just chat. Okay, it all starts right here with the developer platform. And I really want you to notice the language here. This isn't just an API. It's an entire suite used to build bots, integrations, and rich multiplayer experiences. This is the hidden engine that takes a static, boring server and transforms it into a living, dynamic community. Instead of users just sending text or voice messages, they're interacting with complex software running directly inside the Discord interface. Part 2. Empowering the developers, the tools of creation. If you look at the documentation, it outlines 4 core capabilities that give developers this crazy level of freedom. First, you have bots and companion apps, letting developers script automated commands. Second are activities. These literally let you launch multiplayer games and social experiences directly inside a Discord voice channel. Third is the social layer, which brings rich presence and voice chat to external games across all platforms. And lastly, social commerce, allowing creators to sell directly within the app. So Discord isn't just handing developers a simple toolkit. They're basically giving them an entire operating system for social interaction. But to harness all that freedom, the platform enforces a highly structured path. You can't just hack something together in a weekend and unleash it. You have to follow these fundamentals. You register the app, meticulously configure OAuth 2 and permissions to protect user data, and then, finally, implement your interactions. It is a standardized, predictable pipeline that is purposefully designed for massive scale. Part 3. Growth and monetization, the business side. Now here is where the hidden opportunities lie for indie hackers and solo founders. Developers can drive real, scalable revenue through premium apps, activities, and direct social commerce integrations. By utilizing built-in features like app discovery and game profiles, creators actually get eyeballs on their products without leaving the platform. Discord is effectively acting as both a distribution network and a storefront. They're creating a massive financial incentive for developers to build entire self-sustaining businesses completely within their walls. But this brings us to a massive psychological and architectural friction point, a reason why so many startups fail when they try to scale. When you hand over this much creative and financial freedom to millions of developers around the world, how do you actually police an open platform? You're left trying to balance 2 completely opposing realities. On one side of the scale, you have open developer access, unrestricted bots, SDKs, and monetization tools that generate literally billions of interactions. But on the exact opposite side, you have strict safety policies. Things like compliance with complex international laws like the Digital Services Act, huge transparency reports, and rigorous moderation. And the psychology here is delicate. If the rules are too strict, your developers just leave. But if they're too loose, the ecosystem collapses into absolute chaos. Part 4. The safety infrastructure, protecting the ecosystem. To manage a network of this sheer scale, Discord fragments its safety approach into highly specialized, publicly accessible hubs. By compartmentalizing safety into distinct areas, like the Family Center, Policy Hub, Privacy Hub, Transparency Hub, and Well-being Hub, Discord addresses specific regulatory and psychological pain points without overwhelming the average user. Honestly, it's a strategic masterstroke in platform design. Notice the pattern here. Safety on Discord is treated as a structured user journey. It's not just a blind list of punishments. It begins with education, using resources like the Teen Charter and the Player's Guide. Now, if those guardrails fail, it moves to enforcement of the platform policies. But crucially, it ends with resolution. They offer a clearly documented process for how users can appeal moderation actions. It's a complete, predictable life cycle designed to maintain a sense of fairness. Part 5. Transparency and moderation, tracking the enforcement. This timeline right here demonstrates a long-term, evolving commitment to publicly logging the health of the platform. We see quarterly reports beginning in 2022, shifting to mandatory Digital Services Act compliance in 2024, and eventually culminating in comprehensive annual and terrorist content online reports slated for 2026. This trend tells us something important. This isn't reactive PR, it is a structural necessity for modern platforms. So, what exactly is this data? Discord defines a transparency report as a detailed record covering enforcement actions against accounts and servers that violate their policies. But crucially, it also logs their responses to legal, emergency, and intellectual property removal requests. These reports are absolutely vital because they quantify, in hard numbers, exactly how the platform responds to violations. If you are a developer building a business on Discord, this data is your reassurance. It proves the platform is actively sweeping out the bad actors that could threaten the stability of your ecosystem. As you can see, Discord neutrally categorizes its moderation efforts across distinct vectors. Violent extremism is handled by the Trust Safety Hub. Teen safety has its own dedicated resources. Meanwhile, general content moderation and international regulatory compliance are handled through specific DSA reports. It is a highly organized, data-driven bureaucracy operating quietly behind the scenes of all those fun gaming bots. Part 6. Balancing freedom and rules. The ecosystem equilibrium. In the Transparency Hub, Discord states, explore data, trends, and analysis into the work done to help keep people on Discord safe. They explicitly point out that this heavy data analysis and moderation work isn't there to stifle creation. Actually, it's the exact opposite. It's what enables people to play, chill, and build safely together. The rules are the very foundation that allows the freedom to exist in the first place. And ultimately, this is the ground takeaway. For any founder, indie hacker, or developer analyzing this model, the pattern is clear. The limitless potential of the developer portal, the rich presence, the automated apps, the social commerce, all of it is only sustainable because of the rigorous, unyielding boundaries set by the transparency and safety hubs. You simply cannot have a thriving, monetizable developer platform without a secure, transparently moderated community foundation built underneath it. Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought to consider. In the startup world, we so often celebrate the tools of creation, right? The APIs, the code, the sleek monetization features. But as digital ecosystems continue to grow to the size of small nations, maybe building the rules and reporting on them transparently is just as important as building the tools themselves. In an internet defined by open creation, is transparent moderation the ultimate hidden key to a platform's long-term survival?